This conference will now be recorded.
Now see here, business test case means, okay, it is test case, okay, where we are going to do the logical grouping of a technical test cases. We are going to do logical grouping of technical test cases. We are going to do the logical grouping here. Logical grouping. Okay. So now business test cases, it cannot be executed. They will not execute. Cannot be executed. It will not execute. Business test cases will not execute. Will not be executed. Will not be executed. Okay. Now, but by using the business test cases, what you are going to do is you can monitor the test coverage. You can monitor the test coverage. Test coverage means we are going to use a requirement traceability matrix for test coverage. So you are going to map the scenarios with the test cases and test cases with the defects. In the previous class, I told you. So you are going to map the requirements with the test scenarios with the test cases and the defects. You are going to map it. You are going to map it here. Okay. Now see here. So business test case means it's a logical grouping of the test cases. We are not going to execute this test cases. Just you are going to monitor the test coverage. You are going to monitor the test coverage. Now I will go here. I am going to create one business test case. If you want to create a business test case, you can directly right click. See, I have a lot of test cases which I have created here. Test case folders. So here I will go here. I'll go to right click. You can see here. This is a business test case. Business test case is this. Directly you can able to create a business test case. I am going to create it. I'll give the name of the test case like business 2. I am going to give a test case. Business test case. Okay. What here I am going to do it means I am logically grouping the test case. Logically grouping the test cases means I am going to group in here. Okay. First I want to execute. First test case I want to execute user registration. Okay. Second test case I need to execute login. Third test case I need to execute add to cart. So like this, you are going to group the test cases. You are going to group the test case. Which test case you need to execute first, which test case next, everything you can able to do with the business test case. Getting or not get what I am saying? See, what is the main purpose of a business test case is we can arrange all the test cases in the order, okay, in the order which you want to run. But we can't run the business test cases there, but you need to execute from the test cases only. Again, I am saying we cannot run the test cases in business test case, but you can add the test cases and keep it there. But whenever you want to execute the test cases, you need to execute some test cases only. Now see here, guys. I'll show the example again. I'm going to teach. I have created some business test case. In this test case, I'm going to add some test cases. Now see here. I have something like open like this one. Register is there. I'm going to add this test case. I'm going to drag and drop here on the business test case. When it is created. Then I'm going to drag and drop login. Okay. Two test cases have been created here. Two test cases have been created under a business test case. You can see here. Two test cases have been created. I'm deleting the other business test case. Don't get confused. So this is a business test case. So in this business test case, I have added two test cases. You know that if you want to execute any test case, see here, I'm going to right click on this test case. I'm going to run in Scratch. See here, you'll see the results. The test case does not run here. Test case does not run here. Why test case is not running here, guys? Why test case is not running here? Because in business test case, we cannot able to run the test cases. We cannot able to run the test cases. We can only add the test cases here. The main purpose is we are going to arrange the test cases in the order how we need to execute. Again, I'm saying, see here. I have created one business test case. I have created one business test case. I have added register and I have added login. So if you want to execute, I will go here right click. I am going to run also. Here it is not running. I'll go to the individual test case. I'll try to run it. Run in scratch. See here, it will not run. Just it will show like this. It will show the scratch. It will run. So we cannot run the test cases. We cannot run the business test cases. So we cannot able to execute the test cases here. It will not be executed. So business test cases will not be executed. Business test cases will not be executed. So you cannot able to execute the test cases. Just you are going to group the test cases here. You are going to group the test cases here. Okay. Why you are going to group the test cases here? The main purpose of the business test case is we can arrange all the test cases in the order how we need to run it. We can arrange all test cases in the order. In the order. Okay. In the order, we are going to arrange all the test cases in the order here. Okay, we are ordered so that how you want to execute, we can plan execution. Order, we are going to plan it like this. Okay, now see here. So just you are going to logical grouping of the test cases, that is called business test case. You cannot run the business test case separately. You cannot run it. Okay. Next one is, I need to go here. If I want to execute a business test case, what we need to do? It means I need to right click, jump to the refer test case. If directly I am writing run in scratchbook, now it will not work out. Run in scratchbook will not work out here. It will not work out here. You need to go to the jump to preferred test case. Now run this. Now you need to run it. So this is the use of this business test case. Just you are going to create a business test case. You are going to create a business test case. The main purpose of the business test case is to arrange all the test cases in the order. Just you are going to do the logical grouping of the test cases here. You are going to do the logical grouping of the test cases. Okay. So like this, you can execute the test cases. Whether test case pass or fail, we can see this. So like this, you can now see in the scratch, you can get all the results. So no matching tab was found, something the error you are getting. Okay, is equal to the register. So if you are going to modify it now, it will work out. So getting is what exactly the issue is here. Yes, no. See, what is the use of a business test case? Means just you are going to create a business test case. You are going to keep all the test cases here in which order you want to execute. But whenever you want to execute, again right click on this. You need to go to the jump to the refer test case. From here only you need to execute. From here only you need to execute. You cannot execute the test cases in the business test case. You cannot able to execute that. So that is the thing which we have given there. Okay. It is executed. You can see here this. So it is executed here. So you can able to execute the test cases like this. You can able to execute the test cases like this. Okay. Can we this? See here. So demo, it's a login. Then it's going to enter the data. It is going to wait. Then after logout, it is going to close the browser. Okay. So clear with the business test case, guys. Can I go for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the business test case? What is
Or
the use of the
logical
business
group.
test case? Just you are going to logically group the test cases, but
Logical
test cases
grouping
will
group.
not. Yeah, but test cases will not execute here. By seeing this, by seeing the test case, I can say this, oh, register cover, login cover, like so. Test coverage. For the test coverage you are doing. So just you are going to do the logical grouping of the test cases. Be clear with this. Then they are going to ask what is a business test case? It's a logical grouping of the test cases. The main purpose of the business test case is to arrange the test cases in the order how you want to execute. Okay, that is one thing. And one more thing they will ask, can you execute the test case in the business test case? No, we cannot able to execute. See here, I can right click here. If I am going to run this now, directly it will go to scratch book, but it will not show any results. See here, directly it will go to scratch book. See here, it will not show any results. But if you want to execute the business test case, you need to right click here. You need to jump to the preferred test case, then only you need to execute. If you are done with this now, we'll go for the next one. We'll go for the next one. Okay. Next one is we have something called regular expression. Regular expression. We'll see next one is like a regular expression. Okay. I'm going to create one folder here for the test cases. I'll do something like a regular expression. Okay, I have created one folder. Okay. Regular expression means dynamically changing the value. If there is anything dynamically, the value is going to change. The value is going to change. Or if you want to change the values dynamically, so we can use some random values. For that, we can use something called regular expression or random regular expression. So the topic is here. It's a random regular expression. Random regular expression. Okay. What exactly here means? Okay, we can generate unique and random numbers or values for our test cases. So I have some test case. Every time I need to generate some value. I need to generate some unique values. Some unique and random values. Random values. I can use something like a regular expression. Regular expression means it's a dynamic expression case. It will change the value. It will change the value dynamically. Regular expression. Okay. Now see here. I need to register. So I'll take an example case. First, I'll take an example. So random regular expression means if you want to get some random numbers, if you want to generate some random numbers or random email IDs or these things which are unique, we can use some random regular expressions. Random regular expressions we are going to use. Now see here. I'll go here. Here I need some test case. What test case I require now? I'll take this test case this register test case. I am going to take it. A register. I am going to take this register test case. Okay. Now I am going to paste this register test case here. Only register. I'll check it what exactly it is doing. Register test case. If you open this, first one it is going to open this URL. Okay. After opening this URL, so it has to click on this, all these things. First, I have a doubt whether the first step is going to execute and this. I will execute one case. I will try to execute this. It has to open the URL. Browser. I am going to select Chrome. So I am trying to execute this one case. We will see here. This register. So it is open. The register is open. Okay. It is selecting the values. entering the data. Okay, done. This is going to click on register. Okay, done with this. It is saying the specific email ID already exists. Okay, it is processing the results. Okay. So next time again I am going to execute this case. Next time again I am going to execute this. See here. I'll go here. I'll change the mail ID once. Please. I'll change the mail ID once. I'll use some other mail ID. C2. Just have here. I'm trying to execute this case. I'm trying to execute this. We'll see what will happen. I'm going to close this browser. I'm going to execute this test case. Okay. Now it is done. See here. Now it is done. It is done. Okay. Now it is done. Finally, I need to log. I need to do the logout case. Finally, I need to do the logout. I will add one more step. That's only registration only, guys. Only registration only. I need to add one more step. I need to log out. I need to log out, and I need to close the browser. For that, I am going to add some steps here. For that, I am going to add some text to the test case. See here. This is opening the URL. This is the registration. I need the logout. I need the logout. I'll go here. I'll check for is there any logout. Login is there. So this is the logout model. This is a log. I'm going to take this model to the test cases. In the register test case, I'm going to do this. Okay, we have here logout. I need to click on logout. You know this one. I need to click on logout. And finally, I need to add one more step. Please. I need to close the browser. Search and add step. Close browser. Whatever the browser will start with demo start. So these things is a basic thing which you know. Everybody knows this one. Okay. Now this time I am going to change this mail ID. Again I am changing the mail ID. C3 I will mention. Okay. Now I am executing this test case here. Case register means what it has to do. It has to open the browser. It has to do the registration, then log out and close the browser. Now I am going to run this. No, it is going to fail because it should be in the register page. It will fail. Again, I am going to execute this. I'll execute because previously I did not log out, so it is getting failed. I am trying to execute. See, every time I need to execute, I need to change the value. I need to change the value because with the same value, it will not register again and again. With the same value, it will not register again and again. At this moment, I can use something called random regular expression. See here, every time it is going to create a mail ID, I am changing this. I am changing. Now see here, it is going to log in, register. So finally, it is going to log in inside. It is going to log out. Okay. So now there is a problem here. So this page is different and the page which we have taken the properties are different. We'll see here guys. What is the no matching tag to with this properties? Okay, title equal to demo web shop. So we need to go to the modules. Go to the modules. In this module, I have taken demo is the title. You know this one, what to do. I'll remove the remaining things. I'll keep it here star. For executing the test case, I'm changing in the properties case, in the properties. Okay. I'm trying to execute again. I'm trying to execute again. Again, it will fail this. It is going to be fail. Wait here. I'm going to log out. Now again, I'm going to change the value. I'm going to use C5. So every time I'm changing the value list, every time I'm changing the email ID. So there is a problem every time whenever you want to register, you need to change the email ID. So what you can do it here is in this moment, you can use something called random regular expressions. I'll let you know how to use the random regular expression. After that, we will enter the random regular expression. So we have two pages here. It is asking which page. Okay, this page, it will log out. Okay, done with this. Now see here. So every time I'm changing the values, every time I'm changing the value. Last time I had given C5. So C5 is the mail ID, like murthy.c5@out.com. Now again, if I'm going to execute without changing the mail ID, see here. Now I'm not changing the mail ID. I'm trying to execute now. If I'm trying to execute, it will throw the error. Saying it is already the mail ID exists. Already the mail ID is there. You need to give the other mail ID. It is going to say that. See here. Now it will throw the error. See, the specified email already exists. Already it is there. So every time you cannot able to give the new mail ID space. At that time, you can able to use something called random regular expression. Now see here, the test case is going to fail. So what we can do it here means random regular expression if you want to give it. Okay. So every time the email ID is changing. Okay. So I need to give a random number. Okay. Which should generate a unique number or the unique words for the mail ID. Okay, we need some random text. We need some random text here. I need a random text. Random text. I need a random text. We need to generate a random text. But you need to write like this. Square brackets, flower brackets. Type in random text. Random text. In the square brackets, you can provide how many numbers are you required? How many numbers? I need 7. 7 characters are the big 7 characters and digits I require. And finally close this. I'm going to write random text at the rate of 7 at the rate of outlook.com. It will generate some 7 emails. Emails it is going to generate with 7 letters. 7 letters it is going to generate. Maybe it can generate XYZ1234 at outlook.com, or it can generate QWERT as well as 12 at outlook.com. So it will generate new mail IDs case. So the test cases will not get failed. So it is going to generate the test like email IDs like this, and it is going to register. It is going to register. If you want, you can use a random text for the passwords also. But passwords we cannot able to remember if we are going to use a random text. Now see here, I will go here. I'll go to the right Tosca command. I'll go to the test cases. I'll delete this email ID and go to remove it. So now I'm going to give like this. I need some random. Okay, random. See here, you can see the random text. Random text. Random text. Okay. In the bracket, how many letters I require? I require 8 letters. any random text, any text, okay, at the rate of outlook.com. I'm going to mention this outlook.com. So now if I'm going to execute this, it will get every time it is going to generate a new email ID here. If you want to see this, see here, I'm going to right click on this. We have something translate value. Translate. See here, this time what it is going to generate. See here, it is going to generate this. V5 by XD X3 R at outlook.com. Okay. Now again, I'm going to right click on this. Translate value. It will generate a new one. See here. AD4641GB at outlook.com. So every time it is going to generate the new email IDs. So that is something like a random number. You are going to get some random text here. Random text here. Okay. Now if you want the random number, only the number you want. You want the random number you want. For that also, if you want any random number, see here, I'm going to remove this random number. For random number, you need to write like this case. For the random number, if it is a random number, you need to write like this. If it is a random number, you need to mention random number as RND in the bracket, RND in the square bracket. I need 5 random numbers. Okay, like this, it will generate a different 5 numbers, 5 random numbers. It is going to generate. 5 random numbers it is going to generate. Okay. Now I will go here. I will mention bracket RND, it's a random number. In the square brackets, I am going to give it as some 5 digits I require. I am going to close this. Now you want to see the values. Right click on this, translate value. See here, 82088. Now first value. Again, if you want to see any value, right click on this, translate value. 84573. Next one, if you want again, you want to see the values. Right click, translate value. You can able to get the random text or the random values like this case. You can able to get the random values of something. Now, for the email, I need to use this. For the email, I need to use this. So I can mention here random text. Random text I require. Sorry, need to write in a bracket. Random bracket. I am going to mention text. I require some 7 or like 8 letters. I am going to close the square brackets. I am going to close the flower bracket at the rate of outlook.com. You can able to see here. So if you want to check it, right click, check it for just a moment, please. Translate value. Okay, you can get like this. So I will run the test case now. This I will run the test case now. Every time it is going to take the new one. Every time it is going to take the new one. Okay. Now see here, I am going to execute this. Run in scratch. Wait. Okay, again it is filling. See here, it's a new mail ID, we got it. And finally it is going to log out. We have 2 pages with a logout. I'm clicking on this page. So it is going to log out. So it has to. Okay, close the browser and finally it is going to execute the results. Getting is what is the random text or what is the random number is? It's a random regular expression. It's a random regular expression. Okay. Okay. Now we'll see one more thing here. We'll see the other topic. Okay. Test case design also we'll see it case. Till now we are seeing the test cases. We can see the test case design is there. We need to see the test case design. Then we need to see something called recovery scenarios. Guys, yesterday we have seen the synchronizations in Tosca. What is synchronization? We have seen the synchronization in Tosca, guys. What is synchronization?
Time wait, sir.
Okay, it's a wait statement. So what are the types of wait statements we are having?
Wait before and wait after.
Wait before, wait after, then T box wait.
T box.
T box wait, yeah, T box wait also it is. Okay. Now we have seen this, all this. Okay. Now we'll see something called recovery scenarios. Recovery scenarios. Okay. Recovery scenarios, we'll see it. So recovery scenarios means it is a collection of the test steps. See here. We'll see something like recovery scenarios. Recovery scenarios. What is a recovery scenarios means if there is any abnormal event happens, how to recover the application from abnormal state to normal state. So previously I told something like recovery testing was. If something happens to the application, how you are going to handle the unexpected errors and how you are going to recover that application, how you are going to recover the application. Yes. Recovery scenarios means if something will happen to the application, how Tosca is going to recover it, how Tosca is going to recover it. So recovery scenarios means it is also collection of test steps. It is collection of test steps. It is a collection of test steps. You have the test steps here. These test steps is going to handle the unexpected errors in the test cases. These steps will handle unexpected errors in the test case. Unexpected errors in the test execution. Whenever there is execution is happening, if there is any unexpected error will happen, so this recovery scenario will recover from it. Okay, this will trigger while executing the execution section in the run test case. Okay, again I'm saying one more thing here, guys. Recovery scenarios, I will mention RS. Recovery scenarios will not work in test case section. Test case section, it will not work. It will not work in test case section. Okay. But recovery scenarios will execute only recovery scenarios will execute only in we have a section here called execution. In execution section only it will execute. In execution section only. In execution section only recovery scenarios will execute. But we are going to prepare the recovery scenarios in test case section only. Test case section only we are going to prepare the recovery scenarios. But we cannot able to execute the recovery scenarios in the test case section. But only you can able to prepare and keep the recovery scenarios in the test case section. You can able to execute the recovery scenarios only in the execution section only. This is one thing. Execution section only we are going to do it. Okay. Now see here, please. Now, what is the recovery scenario? It's the collection of test steps. Okay. This step will handle if there is any unexpected errors in the test execution. If there is any unexpected things happen in the test execution. Okay. If there is anything will happen in the test execution. So this recovery scenario will help us. This recovery scenario will help us. Okay. We'll take one example. Now, So I will take the basic test case. I will take the basic test case. First one is I need to open the browser. Open the browser and enter URL. And enter URL. This is the first step. Second step, after entering the URL, I need to log in. I need to log in. Okay. When I need to log in, I need to enter email ID and password. Okay. First, I need to click on login. That is one button is there. Then I'm going to enter the email ID and password. And third step, I need to click on login. Okay. Next, I'm going to, after login, I'm going to click on logout. I'm going to do this. Now see here, when I'm going to click on login, think like this. This button is the code what we have written here. The code or the script what we have written here. The script is not working. Not working. The script is not working here. So what will happen? If the script, think like this, or the login button is disabled or something, or the script is not working, what will do like this? So I can add one recovery scenario. I can add one recovery scenario here. I am going to add one recovery scenario saying this: if the script is not working, if the script is not working for this button, if the script is not working, okay, use this script. Use this script. There is one more script, it should be there in recovery. So if this is not working, if this script is not working, or this script is, we are going to right click and disable the script, or we have disabled the script. If the script is disabled, we have disabled the script or something. Okay. At that time, I have added a recovery scenario. I can say this: use this script for this. Use this script for this, and you can able to do it. Getting or not is what I'm saying. Yes, no. Guys, simple thing here. Recovery scenario means if there is something will happen to the application, if something will happen to the application at the time of execution, how to recover from that? How to recover from that? There is something like recovery scenarios. Okay. So here, if there is any unexpected errors happens to the application, how you are going to recover from that? How you are going to recover from that? So recovery scenarios we are going to create in the test case section only. In the test case section only, we are going to create the recovery scenarios. Okay. But if you want to execute the recovery scenarios, you need to execute in the execution section only. In the execution only, we need to do the recovery scenarios. So in the test case section, you are going to create the recovery scenarios, but you need to execute in the execution section only the recovery scenarios. Okay. Now, so I'm going to stop this recording.